Hi, I'm the Do Coach, and today we are going to talk about cult branding versus traditional marketing, more or less more of cult branding. And I tell you, this is very intriguing to me because when I first heard it, it was like, what is cult branding? Of course, I went to the idea of cult. See, is this brainwashing? Is this a secret society? What is cult branding? Well, it is all of that. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But I tell you, it did intrigue me and intrigued me enough to want to know more about it because I do have a brand, I do have a product, I do have a service. And so, what is it that is going to get me to the next level and become a part of this society, if you will? So for the next several minutes, I'm going to talk about cult branding versus traditional marketing. Now, for those of you that don't know what traditional marketing is anything in a print ad. That's billboards, flyers, magazine ads, anything that is in print. Do people still buy newspaper? I thought everything was online. I digress. But anyway, for those of you that do buy newspapers and different things like that, that is traditional marketing when anything is in print that is not online. Now, cult branding is simply a group of people that share the same interest or passion about something. So you see how it differs from being something very negative, in the sense of brainwashing you for something bad, but brainwashing you into something great. I really like cult branding because really you create your own quote unquote secret society in a brand. That's what you want when you have a brand. You want a cult. You want a cult following. You want people to be so passionate about your brand, just as passionate as you are. So you want to create these opportunities in a cult brand, i.e. Apple. Apple is truly a very good example of a cult brand. People that own Apple products, that's all they own. They do not veer away from that. They are very loyal to the brand. And most of the time when they own an Apple product, they go out and tell everybody that they know, this is what you should have. You should be on an Apple product. You should be on the iPhones. You should have a Mac. You should use all of this. You should, have an iPad. Everything is Apple in their world, and they will not veer away from it. And so that is a cult that Apple has created, and they've done a very good job at that. Starbucks is another example. I know you all knew I was going to say Starbucks and Apple, but I'm saying that because they are really, really good examples of cult branding. It is the who's who. Co-branding is the who's who amongst the different brands that are out there. It is the secret society. It is, quote unquote, the elite people, at least within that brand. And if you are part of that cult and you're part of that society, you have a certain way that you feel. You have a certain way or certain thing that you want. And so being a part of that cult gives you benefits because then there are different things that you could utilize within that cult. Okay? So the next thing within cult branding is word of mouth. You want people to be a part of going out there and speaking out the great things about your brand. So therefore you have to be on top of your game to get that cult to go out and speak about your brand. Like I said with Apple, people that love Apple, that really won't veer away from that brand no matter what, that are loyal, they will go out and talk about the brand. And they will talk positively about it. And that's what you want to be a part of your brand as you're creating a cult brand. You want people to be loyal. You want them to believe in the product. You want them to go out and talk about it. You want them to, swear by it, really, to be honest with you. And really create self-made support groups around your brand. That is the best type of advertisement, when you have someone that is talking about it and is coming out from the word of mouth. Also, viral marketing around your cult. You want your brand to go viral. How do you do that? You get a presence on social media, all type of social media. And then once you have a product that is great, again, through that word of mouth, that's also a viral on social media. I mean, it's really important, because that's how we communicate nowadays, through social media. So put your brand out there. Have someone else to talk about it, because it's the user that will be able to get that out there. And then you'll see where people will start pages and start tweeting things about it, and Snapchatting and Instagramming, and all those great things are part of a viral marketing campaign. So, it's just getting the message out, basically, but getting the message out through the cult, and getting the message out through the mediums that we have in our society now. So that's really a great thing about cult branding, because the cult will do it for you. Okay. And so, but your product has to be worth it. Your business has to be worth it. I mean, I tell you, being a part of a cult in the branding area is really a honor as a business owner, as a brand owner. When the people that use your products go out and create a cult around you, it's really an honor. So be good to those loyal clients or customers, and make sure that you take care of your cult, because that is your cult. Excuse me, as a brand owner. And how do you get people to be a part of the cult, or besides of the things that I talked about already? It's a thing called enrollment. Enrollment is very important to your brand. This is an area where you get your followers to believe and trust in you. Trust is so important. So you have to make sure that you're doing something and doing things within your brand that no matter what, even if their product breaks, or even if something breaks down in whatever the situation, they still trust you, and they still believe in not just your product and your service, because they have tried it and it's true to them now. And so you have to enroll them, and you have to get them to trust what your brand represent. And that goes back to what I said earlier. You have to have integrity in your brand for you to get that trust. Establish a connection with your clientele, your followers, your consumer. In getting that connection, and I just want to make sure that I'm saying the right things to understand, because this, cult is, again, it's a group, it's a society. And you don't ever want to make the cult upset with you, because as great as they are for you, they can go to the opposite side as well. So you want to establish a connection, a relationship. It's all relational. You want to make sure that you have a great relationship with your cult brand. Make in the way you do that. Let me just say that the way you establish the relationship, make them feel special. Make sure that they understand that everything that is created especially for them. Make them feel like they are the only one that this belongs to, or this is for. Okay? So make that connection. Get a relationship. The next thing is set an intention. Your brand intention, you got to set an intention for your follower through your consumer through your brand. What do you intend for them to experience when they are using your product or your service? What do you intend for them to experience? What do you want the brand to accomplish with the experience that your follower has? Transformation. This is your opportunity to gain loyal followers, and by basically transforming their minds. Remember, it's a mindset. Transforming their minds, the best results, to get the best results experience from your brand. Meaning, in other words, when you do transformation, you are really, when they come on, they're trying. And they're also going by word of mouth from someone else if they're not part of the first wave. So you have to, with your brand, with your product or with your service, you have to transform them into being a loyal customer. Okay? So that's really, I like the transformation phase of the cult branding, because you have an opportunity to make a difference in their situation, and they have an opportunity to make a difference in your situation. It goes hand in hand. It's a give and take relationship. So transformation within your brand is really good to transform someone that may be on the fence to become a loyal customer, and then they will become part of the elite group of the cult. Okay? So also the invitation, invite the consumer to be a part of your brand. How do you do that? It's been said that the person that gives first controls the relationship. So the rules of the of invitation are give, give, give. Give until you cannot give anymore. And so that should always continue to go on. So what that means, let them touch, let them taste it, and let them experience your brand. People give out samples all the time. You know why? Because that's creating the cult around it. If you give them something, people love to always get something, right? So if you're giving them something from your brand, or you're allowing them to taste it, they will go out and run tell that. They'll go and tell everybody, hey, you know, brand XYZ, they are doing this. So let them taste. That's why when you walk into the malls and they are giving out yogurt samples, or Chick-fil-A is giving out their little chicken minis and stuff like that, that's a wonderful thing, because you're really making contact with the consumer. You are touching them in their heart, and they feel that you're giving to them. You don't have a problem giving. So that is a part of the invite. Inclusion. Make them feel included. Include them in special promotions or sales. People love to be included. So it's as brand owners, it is our business, it is our responsibility to show inclusion, to include them into everything. That this is the cult brand, this is the elite group. Include them into everything. Special engagement. This is a personal gesture. Send personalized invites when it's their birthday. That's creating the cult. Send them a coupon, send them some money, in the form of product and service. People love that. And this is special. And you can always say this is only for members only. This is for the elite group. This is a special event. Meaning like unadvertised sales and different things like that. Birthday checks. I said that people love to be a part of a secret. So if they think they're really being a part of a secret and this is something special to them, and it is something special. This is not something you just created. It is really something special that you have created for them. So include them in that. And then, create brand communities. These are support groups, like I said, on social media. These are support groups that will, be a brand community around your product. Isn't that wonderful? When they come together and they are talking amongst each other about your product and service, and they are supporting each other. They are getting together and they are swapping out your stuff and just having a great time around that. That is all a part of cult brand marketing. I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of taste of cult brand marketing on today. It is a fun subject and I can't wait to dive deeper into it, but I just wanted to leave you with a few principles on tonight. Remember to enroll, remember to transform, remember to invite, remember to create communities around your brand, and most of all, remember to be good to your loyal customers. You're good to them, they'll be good to you. Until next time, goodbye from the Do Coach. Have a great one.